I took a couple weeks off and went on a little trip. Went to Quilt Market, if you're familiar with Houston's Quilt Market. Learned way too much and probably bought way too much for the shop, but we'll share it with you guys at some point. um, so today I did pull Lori Holt Americana fabric. I'm going to do it by the yard like I normally do. And then I also have some Tilda that we're going to do by the yard as well and see if anybody wants to grab that. Um, I also have some other like Riley Blake type lines. They're not old. They've probably been on a couple months. And if we get to that, we'll go through some of the Lori Holt. And then I do have a show scheduled for Heather Ross. And most of it is called Studio Edit. Um, that show is scheduled for next week, but if we have people interested today, I could always pull out some of the Heather Ross if you guys think you might be interested in it. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the Americana from Lori Holt. This is her newest line. This particular one is it's an off-white. It looks a little whiter on screen, but it is an off-white. And it's got teal dots and then kind of a brownish rust circles around those dots. And I believe I loaded everything. So let's see if we can get started on time today. I did. We're just doing these for just $11 a yard. And we'll run it and see if anybody would like to grab this one. If not, we have a whole stack. If you're looking for something in particular, we can always look at the switch over to Tilda or look at some of the Heather Ross if you want to. But this is part of that line. There's like several of them that have the same, I'm going to call them bubbles because they look like bubbles to me. See, here's another one that's the little bubbles. But it's got little white or red dots in the middle with the off-white. And this is from the newest line. It's Americana. Let's see if I can actually find it on here. Oh, look, they even put a heart on the Americana. Let's see what else is on here. 2024, even though this literally, they just started selling this. Oops, tucky. And then down here at the bottom are a couple more of these, the dots. We'll just go ahead and do all that style at once. So this is the mustard yellow version of those dots. We'll go ahead and run that one, see if anybody wants the mustard yellow. And the dots in the middle, they're red. At first I thought they were hot pink, but they're red. And then we've got a blue one underneath it, so we'll run that one. Actually, can I just do this to show the blue? Here's the blue version of that one. And I don't know the names of each of these since it's not on the selvage. It's just from the Americana line. Another Americana, of course. This one is the aqua colorway. And it's got kind of the flowers on it. They look like kind of fake flowers. You can see all the red behind. That red really shows up. This guy's running just $11 for the yard. It's got the cool stars on the selvage too. By Lori Holt of Bee in My Bonnet. Here's a red. This one's got a lot of stars on it. Look at that. If you're ever going to make a red, white, and blue quilt, now's the time. Simply because it's 250 years for America next year. So I know we're going to have a lot of people looking for those red, white, and blue fabrics. Miss Crystal, we got you for a yard. And I think this is your first purchase, so welcome. There's another yard of it, so I am going to run it again. So if anybody else wants to grab a yard, you could do that. Can do that in just a few seconds when I figure out how to hit the button. Okay. Crystal for a yard of that one. Next one in the pile. This one has those stylized stars as well. And then these, with my terrible glasses, I thought were daisies. They're not. They're stars too. But this is all from the Americana line. You're going to get a yard. So they're sold by the yard. I think I found Crystal's weakness. So welcome to the show. You're a winner, ma'am. Oh, I do have the, oh, something fell. We do have the rewards club. So Crystal, I think that purchase unlocked bronze, which gives you 20% off of your next purchase. Let's see what happens there. And another yard of this one is running in case anybody else would like it. But Crystal, I think to redeem, you do have to go and like touch the crown and click the redeem button in order for it to let you use it on your purchase. I do cap shipping. Shipping is capped at $9.22. So once you get to that number, anything more than a large box is becomes my problem. I pay for it. And I've had people, I don't know if Fabric King is still here. I've had times when I've sent him 4 to 5 boxes. So fabulous. This one is running. So this is a red background as well. And it's got the different stylized stars. And this one almost looks like little flowers as well. Or they're fireworks. I don't know which one. I can. It's laying right here, so I'm just going to grab it. I think it's this one, right? I'll just run it since it's laying here. And it looks like that one, we only have a yard left, so. Awesome sauce, Nico wafer. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. Kind of like when I try to read people's license plates and I get it all wrong. Here's another Americana line. This is the one that actually is flowers. I'm sure you can see them in there. And it is the red colorway. Nico, you're welcome. Sunsta. I went a little gangster on that pronunciation, so I hope it was right. But thank you for your purchase. A yard of this is going to head your way. And I'm going to run a second yard because I know we have it here. If anyone else would like some. Okay, next. Did we? I thought we ran one that kind of looked like this. Did we? Oh, Elizabeth, yeah. You know, the cheaters didn't last very long. Like they were gone. Most of them actually were sold on the website, not in person. It was crazy because that was a super good cheater. Like super good. We'll run this one if anybody needs a yard of it. It's kind of lacy looking, really. But it like went super fast. Oh, I'm just standing here staring. And then here is that same one that's kind of lacy looking. Looks like a Victorian like staircase art or something. Um, and this one is it's just $11 per yard. This is Americana by Lori Holt, the newer line that just came out. No, they had a 108 that was a cheater. That was a background cheater. And that's the one that we sold like crazy lot of. Crystal, we got you for a yard of the blue. And there's another yard here, so I'm going to go ahead and run a second yard in case anybody needs it. And then let's look at some Tilda. Okay, through those. So here are, just to give you kind of a sneak peek, so if there's anything in here you like, these are pre-cut yards. They've already been cut into yards. We were actually making some kits out of these. And so we already have them cut in yard pieces. And I believe these are all, there might be two different lines in here. What's this one? So this is like a reddish color. I'm sorry, rhubarb, because that's what it says. It's Mira rhubarb. It's got these adorable little guys on it, little rabbits, and it's from the Sanctuary collection. And like I said, this is kind of a, we're going to call it rhubarb, but it's kind of a mauvey red. And these, I think I did a separate, I did. These little guys are 13 a yard. They're normally 16 in the store. And I just thought I'd give you guys a chance to grab some. Crystal, got you for a yard. And like I said, these are already pre-cut. So what I have here is what I have. But there may be duplicates. Sometimes there are. Like I think there's duplicates of this one, I know. This is the same style as the one before. This is just in a very nice, I'm going to call it violet, but it's like a light purple. It's a very soft color. And it's Sanctuary as well. So we'll run that guy, see if anybody would like to grab it. Oop, I ran into the wrong price. Cool. Oh, but you guys got it up anyway. Thank you. Appreciate it. Um, by the way, I don't do buyer giveaways. Every buyer gets a giveaway. I actually have some really cool like needles and things here. And then if you spend over $100, you're gonna get a reusable bag. So it could be from Brother or Riley Blake, or I'll try to find a bag that kind of matches what you ordered. I have some Tilda bags too. So um, this is another one. I believe this is Sanctuary as well because it's got the cool colors on it that match that line. It is. It's Sanctuary Collection, and this one is called Eggplant. Adina is the print, and the color is eggplant. Yeah, I don't think that's what eggplants look like, but that's cool. We're going to go ahead and run this, see if anybody would like to take it home. Crystal, we got you for that one. I'm in the back room of a fabric shop in case anyone is wondering, and that is the air conditioner next to me running that you can probably hear. So I hope I don't sound like I'm on a sinking ship or something. Here's another one. This, I'm pretty sure this is Sanctuary as well, but I want to double check because yes, it is. But this one is called Cotton Field. The colorway is also eggplant, and I don't know if you could see it. I thought these were pumpkins, y'all, and it's cotton bowls. See, I can admit when I'm wrong. But this guy's running if anybody would like the cotton bowls one, and it's got some great coloring in it as well that matches the other ones that we just ran. All right, Crystal, another one for you, ma'am. We ran this one earlier. I think Jackson's Grammy ended up getting it, but here's this one that I'm holding upside down. That's kind of the violet colored one of the flowers, and it was Sanctuary as well. If anyone would like to grab it. Crystal, this one's coming your way. And guys, if you earn coupons and things from the reward program, that's why they're there. Make sure you use them. Sanctuary as well. This one matches this whole line that you've seen earlier. It all just goes. And I don't know if anybody else. So I ran some of these before, like, I don't know, probably a month ago. Does this not look like a Cheshire cat right here? And no, I can't unsee it. I know that's not what it is, but anyway, this one's running. I'm done talking. I'm sure the people at Tilda would be like, no. Crystal, this one's coming your way as well. You're going to have a nice collection. Uh, Here we get into more of the blue colorway. So this is, I know it's Sanctuary, but I want to see what they're calling this color. Um, the print is Mira, so these little things are called Mira, Mira. Colorway is just simply blue. Kamaruska's in the house. So and so. It's yours, coming your way. Um, I think, is this Jubilee? It is Jubilee. So this one is Jubilee. It is called Duck Nest. Spoiler alert, these are ducks in blue. And like I said, these are all pre-cut at a yard. These are pretty new. Like Jubilee, I think came out last year. Um, I don't believe any of these will be considered vintage. They're just a little older. But this guy's running if anybody needs a duck nest in blue. No duck takers? Quack, quack. This one, I'm pretty sure is Jubilee, but let's look up and make sure that it's what, could be. Just opening the whole thing, can't find where the selvage. Jubilee collection again. I wish they had dates on these. Wild Graded Blue. I think they're trying to be German. Wild Garden. And it's got these cool, like, little winter things. This is a really cool fabric. There's actually two of them. So if this one sells, we'll run the other one. If not, we'll move on. You're getting a 1 yard cut, and this is from the Tilda Jubilee line. Okay. Skip those guys. And we're going to go ahead and skip the duck again. We are back. We're back to this line again. What is this? I forgot already. Gosh, I'm so bad. Mirror in Blue from Sanctuary. So we'll just run that, just a yard. Do, 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 do. Here's the Cheshire cat again. This is Sanctuary as well. But I held the cat upside down so we don't see it as well. Distractions. Um, I do have some Heather Ross on a shelf behind me. I don't know if anybody might be interested in those. I could pull them out. Here's a nice, that lilac color in the mirror. And this guy's running if anybody needs it. The air conditioner goes off and it gets like creepy quiet. It's another one from that same Sanctuary collection. And it's got the cool teardrop looking things on it. Oh, Jackson's Grammy. We'll get this one to you, ma'am. This looks very Jubilee-ish. I think that's what it is. Tilda Jubilee, but this one is called, oh, it's called Bird Tree in Blue. That's cute. Look at the little birds. So this guy's running if anybody wants to grab this yard. Like I said, these are pre-cut yards. So, all right, Crystal, this one is coming your way. Did we have one like this? Did we? I think we did. I'm going to go ahead and run it though, because, but it's part of it's Jubilee as well. And it was the tree one that I can't find the silverage for. How fabulous. Okay, so and so. And then we're back to this one. These are mixed up. Um, I think the colorway on this was called eggplant, but it reads purple to me because of all the like purple around here. And then these are pink, but it's a very pretty fabric. Dainty. Oh, the cats are the right way up. Look at that. Do you see them? Someone said something in a show the other day, and now I can't unsee it every time I look at it. And then we've got this really great blue blender. Oh, is it going to go? Apparently my fingers are fat and I can't hit the thing. But this is just a nice kind of a blue blender that goes with it, with the line, with the cool plants. And then here's the same one, but in purple. I'm going to call it a lilac because it's not like a bright purple. But it's Mira. They're calling it lavender, and it's also in the Sanctuary collection. And last one in this pile. This almost reads paisley, but it's not. So we're going to go ahead and run this guy. And I think I've got some Heather Ross. I might grab some of that. All right, so you won again. I just like saying that. So Heather Ross. Let me just grab a few of these. Actually, does anyone like French General? This has been hanging around for a while. And I think we're missing parts to it, but we can't figure out what the pieces are. So it's a Christmas. See these? Like I forgot what it's called. Advent calendar. And I'm not sure what goes in these holes. We can't find the rest of it. But it is French General, and it's pretty cool. It's got this like bar across the top where you hang it, and then the back is obviously French General fabric, and it's got the cool little tag at the bottom. Um, I'm just gonna run this guy because I don't know what to do with him. So let me add a quick listing. We'll just run him for $1 and see if anybody wants to grab him. And we're just gonna put it under miscellaneous because I might find some things like that as we're going through today that we can give you a deal on and then kind of get them out of here. He might be a little hard to ship with that wood on him, but we'll figure it out. But if any of you like French General, maybe you know when this was sold, and so you kind of know what it's missing, because I don't know what it's missing. There's got to be something that goes in here. I just don't know what it is. So I'm just going to give you 10 seconds, start at $1. Maybe one of you will enjoy a little French General advent calendar, or maybe you know what was supposed to go in it. Super cute. Nope. Okay. I know we have some crazy French General people that come in, so they might grab it. Oh, need that. So let's grab some of this. So this is Heather Ross. It's from a line called Studio Edit. And I did not set up a listing. So give me just a minute for this one. Heather Ross. I think we're just going to do these. I think it said I could do 11 on these. So they're brand new, obviously straight off the bolt. You can see the bolts there that we're going to cut them from. So we're just going to do them for 11 a yard, which I know is very popular. It's a very popular fabric. Oh, apparently I missed a field. Oh, photo. Watch me. Here we go. Hold on, it's not letting me list it for some reason. What did I do wrong? Oh, now we got it. Okay. So we're going to do Heather Ross. It's just $11 a yard. We're going to start with this darling, absolutely darling pink bicycles. And it's from her line called Studio Edit. I'm going to go ahead and run it where you're going to get a full yard. So if anybody's interested, this is a good time to get it. It's got these little different kind of bicycles. They're just so cute. And here's the same one, except it's just got a white background instead of the pink. And if I'm not mistaken, I think we still have some of the Country Mouse from Heather Ross. I think I had somebody reach out and ask me for the Country Mouse one, so we'll see if we can find some of those for you guys. And then everybody loves a strawberry, right? Especially a Heather Ross strawberry. So this one, I think it's Studio Edit as well. It is. And it's just strawberries on a white. The thing that she's famous for. So that's running. It's just $11 for the yard. Oh. We might try some paintbrush here in a minute and see if you guys like that. Heather Ross again. This is Studio Edit again. Interesting. But it's got like a whole like frogs dancing, a picnic with strawberries. I mean, it's a frog picnic. And here's a little guy like leaning on a stump, reading a magazine. He took off his little frog pants and now he's getting in the water. I'm on board with this one. This is fun. Especially if you have children to make things for. This is adorable. And then let me grab some of this paint brush. We have a lot of kid stuff today. A lot of kids. Ooh. Lots of kids. So this is Paintbrush Studios. It is a line called Alphabet, and If you're making anything for children, this is adorable. Oops, what did I do? I pushing buttons, pushing buttons. See. Oh, maybe that's the problem. I had shipping set really high for a yard. There we go. Okay, well, let's try this guy. He's just $9 for the yard. This is Paintbrush Studios. They're headquartered in Kansas City. All of their fabric is actually printed in Kansas City, so they don't have as high tariffs as other people. But this was from a line called Animal Alphabet, and this is the stripe. I believe this is the same. I think this is Animal Alphabet too. Yep. But this one's called Dinosaurs. That's adorable. So if you're ever looking for dinosaurs, you can find it at Paintbrush. And this guy's running. He's just $9 and you'll get a full yard. Awesome. Miss Crystal, we'll get you a yard of this one. And is there another? There's another yard on there. So I'll go ahead and run it again just to see if anybody else would like to grab it. This is really the best dinosaur right there. Okay. Okay, what's this one? This one's called Party Animals. And I think this one below it is too. That's all the information I have. It's just party animals. This was a really pretty line. We're going to go ahead and run that guy, see if anybody would like to grab a yard of it for just $9. Oh, Pawtastic, welcome. Pawtastic, that totally looks like you, based on some of the other things you've purchased. Here's another one, same line, Party Animals. It's Alice Potter, and it's got some, I don't know if you can see the little colored dots in it very well. But it's just $9 for the yard if anybody would like a yard of it. Or if you are a selvage hog like I am, look at that selvage. That's adorable. What is this one? This one, oh, it's from the alphabet line that we had earlier, and that had the dinosaurs that I believe Crystal got. This is the same line, except this is the strawberries of the line. And look at all the different colored strawberries. It's kind of cool. But just $9 for a yard if you'd like a yard of some strawberries. The party animal one, I think these right here are, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this one's party animal. It's balloons. And this is the one that you got. So you can see how well it goes together. But this one has balloons on it. The one below is also party animals. And it's got like all these different little, like the actual animals. But we'll run this guy first. He's just $9 for the yard. And then here are the actual party animals. And they actually have like cool party. A nice hat. I mean, that's quite a party. You wouldn't think all those people would get along, but look at them go. And this is for a full yard. Sunshine and Sandcastles. I don't think I have that, but I do have. This one's called By the Sea. I don't know. This is like a whole pile of By the Sea. Well, this one's called Beach Day. These are all kind of mixed together. This is Beach Day. It is a Paintbrush Studio Fabrics, and it's called Starburst. I don't think I do. I know we do have some kids, like we have some Thomas the Train. If anybody likes Thomas, it's a Riley Blake, if I remember correctly. We've got panel, and then we've got some fabric that matches that I can grab if you want to see it. Since I have this out though, I'm just going to run this guy. It's just $9 for the yard. It's kind of a nice blender. It was called Beach Day. Not a lot. Since it's a quilt shop, we kind of sell through things. I'm trying to think what characters are out there though. Here's another Beach Day. It's just a different colorway, but it's the same fabric you just saw. And then we'll run through these that are called By the Beach. And then I can always go and look and see what else we have outside. All of these, except for this guy, this is all the same line. All of the ones that you see here. This is called By the Sea, Dancing Seahorses. See them dance? It's because they're tossed. And the colorway says it's coral, but it's a darker. It's not like a pinky coral. It's like a brownish coral. But this guy's running if anybody wants a yard of it. See if anybody likes this line. And then I'll go see. I might have to leave for a minute to go out on the floor and get some of the others that we have. If you live by a beach, look at that. Indie Mom just sent me a message. Oh, she finished a quote with some fabric she got from me, and she shared a picture. The Blue Hearts are Woodland Park. Oh, that's a good one. I need to figure out how to show that. Well, I'm going to run this one since I can't figure out how to show a picture yet. If I had my other phone, I could just show it. This guy's running though. If anybody does need some shells, and this is on that. I think they called this tan. And then this one are the same shells on the coral color. And I'm going to go grab the other phone, and then I'm going to go look and see if I can find some more of the like character fabrics to see if anybody might be interested in those. Oh yeah, is there another? There is. There is. Hold on. I'm sorry, I misunderstood you. I thought you were looking for other things in the line. But you were looking for this again. Yeah. I'll just run it now. You can grab it if you'd like it. There we go. Got it. I'm sorry, I misunderstood when I was reading the notes. This one is also by the beach. These are whales, right? Narwhals? Whales? No, no, no. It's called whale watching. If anybody needs some whales. And it's kind of like a tan color. This one's fabulous. If you ever do anything seaworthy, look at the colors on it and then look at the whale in the blue and then the little fish swimming behind him. This is a really good one. And look, it even has, was that an octopus? Did I see an octopus? I did. He's right there. Okay. Look at that. And it's got both the colors. It's got the blue and it's got the kind of reddish color. That's fabulous. You guys just aren't on board with me on this one, but I like it. Even though I'm in Missouri where we have no oceans, no whales. I mean, if we had whales, they'd have to walk on water, and that's just creepy. This one is called Rough Stripe. Same collection, by the sea. And it just looks like a cool, like an umbrella or something. And then this is another rough stripe, but this one is multicolored. I'm gonna run that guy, and then I'm gonna run out and see if I can find you guys some. Well, we'll run this checkered one just because it's sitting here and I can get it out of the way. In case somebody wants it, because I did show it earlier. And you know our motto: no quilter left behind. This is actually a very cool check. I don't see. It's just called Buffalo Check, and it's just a red and white buffalo check. It's from Paintbrush Studios, and it's just $9 if anybody needs a yard. No dickers. Okay. I'm going to run up front. Actually, I've got some randoms here that I've been wanting to kind of get out of the way. Like this is a green grunge. This is a panel. It's a Moda panel. I think all of this is Moda. We'll just throw these out here and then we'll go through them and see if anybody is interested. I don't know what some of these things are. We might have to learn together what some of these things are. Like here's like a partial panel. Here's a strawberry 108, but it's only a yard. Somebody said daisies, so let me dig them out so you don't have to wait on me. I have 2 yards of it. I'll run it 1 yard at a time. This is Field of Flowers, Catherine Watson. There's actually 2 3/8 yard. So I can run it as the 2 yards and you guys can grab it. I'm going to put it under miscellaneous just because it's a little faster for me. And you're going to get the 2 3/8 yard with a starting bid of just $18. That's just $9 a yard. So if you want it, grab it, please. And then we'll look at the next thing. See if I can do it right. Did I do it right? Maybe. Let's see what happens. Yeah, you're going to get the 2 3/8 yard. That way I don't have to cut it. Everybody's winning. Indie Mom, coming your way. You are welcome. So this is a 108 backing. So it's that kind of, and this is just where it was, it's in a bolt. So that's where it was on the end of tape to the end of the bolt. And it's blue. This is like a dark blue or navy blue. And then it's just got the different color strawberries. And like I said, it's a yard. It might be a little bit more, but it's pretty much a yard. So if you just need a yard of 108, we got you covered here. And I'm going to go back to the one I was just at. We're going to give you a deal on this. It's just going to be a $9 starting bid for a yard of 108. In the blue. Oops. And it should be running in a second. There you go. If anybody would like it, like I said, it's a 108, so it's more of a sateen. And I know it's Ruby Star, but I'm not sure which line it's from. Maybe it'll say on here. Look at those cute little. I know Indy already won it, but now I'm curious. Oh, it's from Strawberry. But like I said, it's a backing, and it's coming your way, Miss Indy. So this is a newer line. It's Glow Garden. It does not glow in the dark, by the way, but it does glow under a black light. It's a strip. The tag says 7/8 of a yard, but that's not true. Because I have a measuring thing right here. It's only 16 inches. It's not even half a yard. But it does have some of the little, you know how they're squared off on these? It does have several of these that you can use for like fussy cutting. This is gorgeous. Look at him. And then this is a bigger one. And it's got the, is that a butterfly or a moth? I'm not sure. The selvage has nothing written on it on this end. And then on this end, it actually has like the Glow Garden selvage on it. It's Sarah Watts. I'm just going to run this guy for $1, see if any of you want to grab it. And I will send it your way. Like I said, it's not even half a yard, but it is the full 44 inches. So we're just going to start it at $1 and you guys can see if it's worth taking home. Especially if you have someone that you need to make one of these little guys for, because it's very Halloween. But if you do have a black light hanging around your house, this does glow. But it only glows under a black light. I was hoping that it was going to glow, like glow in the dark, where it just like charges during the day and then at night it glows for a while. But no. Indy, coming your way. Here's another piece. This was a newer line that came out, I don't know, several months ago. And it looks like it's all the letters. I can't remember the name of it. I should know this. I made people make name tags. The Glow Garden panel, yes, we did run it. And I'm not saying there might not be another one around here, but I don't think there is. But this one is collect them all. Alexandria, Rashida, and Kimberly. Oh, Selvage Magic. And let me tell you how it looks like it's a good yard. It's actually about 40 inches. So if you've been looking for Selvage Magic and you've been looking for the one with the letters, I got you one. And this one we are going to run for the 9 just because it is over a yard. It's 40 inches. And that'll get me back to my, so that I don't have to keep changing it every time. And that guy should be running if anybody wants to grab him and take him home. Oh, Crystal, I'm sorry. Sometimes that happens. I'm going to see if there might be another one around here. No one for Selvage Magic? But it's magic. I'm teasing. So this one, I'm not sure. There's 2 yards here, so we'll run it a yard at a time. It is that Mauve by Crystal Manning? It's the name of the line anyway, and it's a Moda. But I'll go ahead and run the first yard. If anybody grabs it, we'll run the second. And it's just $9 for the yard. And it's like a pink, and then it's got like these little, they're off-white. And honestly, it looks like somebody like put tape on it and pulled it off. That's terrible. Nico, a yard of this is coming your way. And then I'm going to run a second yard because there's 2 here. If anybody else would like a piece. Okay, I got Nico taken care of. Ooh, was this the panel you were looking for? I'm sorry, I forgot about this one. What is this? This is Bloom and Grow by Kathy Schmitz. And then it's got a little bee thing on it. 2 yards here. I'm going to assume that's 2 panels. Hold up. Yes. There's 2 panels. These are big. These are like full yard panels. I'm going to see if I could show it to you without having to make too big of a drama here. They have nice little, they're squared. Like they have these little squares on them that you can fussy cut too. That's the bottom half. This is the top half. And like I said, it's a yard. So you've got the one with birds. You've got this one with bees. You've got this one with birds. Is it the same birds? It is the same birds and the same bees. So there's 2 panels in a yard. That's good. And then on the bottom half, it just repeats this one with the garden and this one with the flowers. So for the $9, you are going to get 2 panels because I'm going to do them by the yard. And if anyone grabs this one, I'll run the second one in case somebody would like it. Oh no, threads. Threads abound. Okay. That's me trying to read people's license plates, not knowing what I'm doing. But threads, you're going to have 2 panels coming your way because we're going to do it by the yard. And here's the second one coming. And you will get the other half, the other 2 panels. Jackson's Grammy. It's pretty. As they say, no regrets. This is strawberry. It's little. Not quite sure what this one is. It's not canvas. I thought maybe it was at first, but it's not. This is only 3/8 of a yard. But it is strawberry. That's what's on the selvage. And this is like a, I don't know, is this a reddish, like a raspberry color background? It's 3/8 of a yard, not big. I'm going to see if I could run this. Let's see if I can get it to work. We're just going to run this for $1 since it's such a small piece. I think people used to, I mean, strawberry is like one of the big popular lines. I think Strawberry and Friends was bigger, but this one's just strawberry. But we're just going to rent it for $1 since it's just the 3/8 of a yard and see if anybody wants to take her home. Let me fix the weight. I just realized the weight's really high. It doesn't matter for most of you because most of you are on free shipping, but for those of you who aren't, I want to make sure you can get in on it. Okay, ready? Warm up your thumbs. Running for $1. Like I said, it's just 3/8 of a yard. But it is from the strawberry line. Podtastic came out the winner. And this is a lovely piece of grunge. It's 1.5 yards. I'm just gonna run it as 1 yard. Um, I don't know exactly which grunge this is, but because the selvages don't tell me. It looks a little bright here. It is more of a dark. It's a dark green. It's not. It looks kind of limeish. See how it kind of darkened up on you? Um, and I'm just gonna run this one for the $9. You are gonna get more. You're gonna get whatever's on the tag because I'm not gonna cut it. That's too much trouble. But if anybody is looking for some green grunge, especially with the holidays coming up, this might be a good one. A little over a yard. And she's running now. It looks so bright. It's not this bright. I swear it's not. Oh, there's a white tag. Did that darken it up? Well, Bella, it's coming your way. You're going to get the full 1.5 yards. This next one, there's 5 yards of it. I think it's a woven though. It's like a light, very light denim. The selvages have nothing on them. Um, it's not as light as it's showing on the screen. Why does the screen keep doing me dirty like that? There, see that? That's the blue that it actually is. It's a gorgeous color. But it is like a very light denim. It's making sure the folds look okay. They look okay. Selvage has nothing on them. It's just kind of, but this is from Moda. Based on the tag that's on it, it came from Moda. And I'm going to go ahead and run it for the $9 and see if anybody would like a yard of it. If you need just a nice light denim, she might be your girl. I don't know what yes. I have to find it. Indy, got you for a yard. We're going to go ahead and run another yard in case anybody else wants some. Edit. There's some in here called by hand. I don't know if you guys are looking for that one, maybe. The Ross by hand. I haven't heard of that. By hand. Oh, this one has to be Country Mouse. Oh, it is. I found some. Let me get this guy out of the way, and Indy will get you your cut of this. Get that out for you. And then I'm going to see if I can find a few more country mouse though. So there's this one. It's like I'm calling it a cheater print. We have this one, which I think those are tomatoes. That's another studio edit. Ooh. That's another studio edit. That's adorable. Oops. I don't know. These aren't country mouse, but this is a 20th anniversary. We might look at those and see if anybody likes them. And then I think we can do this one. No, another studio edit. Studio edit is a very popular name for her. What do these stuff look like? There's a random one. They're totally piled behind me, and I'm worried that I'm gonna knock them on my head. But you guys can just call 911 if you hear me screaming. There's another 20th anniversary. We put these together. Those are cute. They're cute. I'm going to show them to you. These look like the two country mouse ones I have that I can get to. There could be more, but I don't see them. So we'll go with these two. So this one is Country Mouse by Heather Ross. It's on the selvage here. It's also on the end. Super, super cute. Who knew? Tomatoes. I'm pretty sure those are tomatoes, right? Mice like tomatoes. It is a white background, and then it's got the different, like, I'm going to say they're tomatoes because those little X's tell me they're tomato tops. Oh. So if anybody's looking for this one, it's just $11. You're going to get a full yard. If anyone needs the maters. Crystal would like a yard of the maters. I'm going to run it again just because I know we have some. So if anyone else would like a piece, because apparently mice love tomatoes. And then this one, fantastic. But I am a sucker, like an absolute sucker for a cheater print. Like such a sucker for a cheater print. So Country Mouse. This is just a 44-inch. It's not a wide back or anything. Wyndham Fabrics Country Mouse by Heather Ross. If anyone wants to grab a yard of this guy, it's got the orange and the teal that matches kind of what's in the tomato one. But that's running now. You're going to get a full yard. Okay, Crystal, we got you for a yard. And then let's go ahead and run it again. See if anybody else wants to grab another yard while I have it out. And a third yard. How about another one? Anybody else? Did we get everybody? Sweet. Okay, Jackson's Granny, we got you for 2, and Crystal, we got you for 1. Let me run out. Well, actually, I'm going to show you some of these other ones because they're like super cute. This is a line called West Hill. Um, it's adorable, and I'm hoping you guys have maybe seen it. You may already have it, but it's like these cool like camping. There's like a schoolhouse. There's like somebody's camping on a lot, and then there's a covered bridge down there. This is cool. And then this one is in the same line. It's West Hill as well. And I think somebody has a problem with frogs and turtles because there's so many frogs and turtles in it. Let me see if there's another West Hill in here. I don't think there is. And then I'm going to show you the by hand one because those are adorable. I'm going to go ahead and run this guy that's got the frogs. The name of the line is West Hill. Um, whether you're interested or not, I'm showing it to you because it's adorable. And then here's the one that has like the little campground, and look, it's got like the little birds. It's really cute. I don't. What would you do with it? You'd have to like fussy cut or use it for backing or something because it's adorable. And these, did you know she had a 20th anniversary line? Uh, Freaking seahorses, for real. Um, those are snails. Did you ever think, oh, snail fabric, adorable? But look at it. And I think there's one more. Is there another 20th anniversary? No, those are the 20th anniversary ones left. But I mean, aqua and orange snails. I'm running it just in case someone else fell in love too. But I like it. You guys will be like, she crazy. And then we'll go ahead and do the seahorses too and see if anybody wants to grab those while I have them out. No seahorse people. Oh. This, y'all, get ready. This is precious. It's called Studio Edit. That's the name of this line. And they're little animals playing. But then there's these. This is all Studio Edit. Like, were these all the things that she like had left over, or I mean, mushrooms? The world's most cool polka dot. Here's like a little girl playing in a tree. I'm not lying. It's a little girl playing in a tree. Where'd she go? There she is. Her and her friend are in a tree. And I know that's blurry. We'll get a better look. And then I'll go through a couple of these, see if anybody wants them. If not, there's one more I want to make sure you see. That's a cheater because I love my cheaters. But it's little girl in a tree, and then her little cat is sleeping, and then she's like in her tree. It's so sweet. It is pink. The background's pink. But it's just adorable. That is so cute. Nako, thank you. Appreciate that. I'm going to run it one more time just in case someone else would like it. But thank you, Nako. And then we'll look at the little polka dotted one. I knew I'd recruit somebody. So this is just an off-white with an aqua polka dot, but it's part of that same line. It's called Studio Edit. Must be stronger. And look at these sweet mushrooms. Those are adorable. So the mushrooms are ready. If anybody needs some mushrooms. And butterflies. It's a black background. It's not like a blue. It's a black. And it's just 11 for the yard. It's so sweet. Thank you, Podtastic. I'm going to run it again just to see if anybody else might want to grab it. Oh, that's cute. And then this one. I don't know why it's so sweet, but it's a little cat carrying her kittens, and then the cats start looking like dogs a little bit and foxes. I think it could be any animal you want it to be, but my initial thought was cat. I don't know if you guys are seeing, because the pointy ears make me feel like fox. And Nako, thank you. We will get you for a yard of that one. And I'm going to run it again just to make sure I don't miss anybody. And then I'm going to force you to look at these three. This is called By Hand. And it is Heather Ross. I think it's called Heather Ross By Hand. And this is a cheater. And it looks like watercolor or maybe even colored pencils. And this goes with it. This is part of the line. This is also by hand, and it's almost a dark, very dark green. And then this one. It's like a peach background, and then it's got, I'm pretty sure those are strawberries. Sorry for the glare there. Just super cute. It's strawberries and unripened strawberries. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this one just because it's on top. If anybody would like it, let me know. If not, we will go through the pile. And then this is just a very sweet, small scale flowers. They're pink. The background appears to be very dark green. Like, is it hunter green? That's the really dark one. And then this guy, ooh, if you're into cheaters like I am, we have a cheater. I'm going to put it this way so you can kind of see up the bolt and see what it looks like. So that guy's running if anybody would like a yard of it. So using that for backing at some point. So I don't know what these things are. They're just looking at me. What is this? This is like a bunch of ruby star rolled up together. And it's rubber banded, and I don't know who would have done this. I thought they were like sales cards or sample cards, but they're just like this colorway. And is this Juicy? The line Juicy? They are. They're sample cards, but they're missing the top. Like somebody took the top off of them and just rolled them all together. Um, I think I'll just go through them. We could sell them as one thing. Um, but isn't this Juicy? Does anybody know? It kind of looks like it. And then each piece is a little different sized because it was on those cards, like the sales cards. Um, see this one used to have a card here across the top that's not here anymore. But it's the juice boxes. And then there's a little orange, some hearts. And they get bigger. They're about 17 inches wide. And then the biggest one is about probably 19 inches. And see, here's the colorway in yellow. And see, it shortens again and goes down, steps down. But I think I'm just going to put these all together. And you're going to get this whole pile. And I think I'm just going to start it at the miscellaneous $9 because there's a lot of fabric here. Especially if you collect any of the Ruby Star stuff or if you're just looking for something to make like a rando one or you just need a bunch of different fabrics. I'm going to run it under miscellaneous. I'm just going to start it at the $9 if anybody wants it. You're going to get the whole pile here. So everything that you see in this pile, these juice boxes, the yellow set. Here's some with blue. There's green in there too. And Artist Diana, it's coming your way. I'm sure it was some kind of sample that was left. And I hope I can roll it up as neatly as it was. And I hope you have fun with it. I like it when I get like different things. Different crazy things mixed together. It's fun. Here's another one of them. This one I don't recognize. It's sports. Go sports. It's Moda Play Ball. So if any of you are sporty people, this one has a panel in the back. But it's a piece of the panel. Well, no, maybe it's the whole panel. It's folded. I think it's the whole panel. Well, I don't think it's the whole panel. But it's like a good sized chunk of the panel. American football. It actually says American. That's a super fun thing. And then it looks like it's got all the coordinates in the same way. They're in like a stair step. So you're going to get the panel. You're going to get these pieces. They're all 17 inches wide. And then they have varying lengths. Like this particular one is 17 by 13. Yep. And so you've got all these different, like here's the little stars, here's the football guys. Here they are in gray, but notice how like this one's a lot smaller because it's stair stepped from all these other ones. And this looks like it's just a kind of different sizes. This one, see it stair steps up to the white. This one's a stair step of the blue. So you're going to get all of this. It's just going to start at $9. So if anybody needs, this looks like some kind of panel. So if you like to do scrappy quilts, this could be your thing. And we're just going to start it at 9. See if you guys would like it. And this one I recognize. I have another one. This one I recognize. This one's bird is the word. And it's the same thing. It's just like a stack of. Set these aside for the ladies to make donation quilts with since nobody grabbed it today. Take So this is Bird is the Word. Same thing. This looks like it's a sample. See how they're stair-stepped down here? And this is Bird is the Word. I think it came out last year. Um, Several pieces in here, several colorways in here too. That was the turquoise, I think. This is the white, pink. Here's the black colorway. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of the black, and then there's another colorway under that. So this one's like a cinnamon colorway. But like I said, they're stair stepped. So you really we should just call it a scrap bag. But we're gonna go ahead and sell this. This is gonna start at 9. You're gonna get this whole stack. So if you like Ruby Star and you liked Bird is the Word, especially if you do any artist Diana coming your way, um, it might be good for like scrapbooking, journal. Get this rolled back up so we get all your pieces. And thank you, artist Diana. I keep promising I'm gonna go do it. I'm gonna run and get some. I'm gonna see if we have. I think somebody was kind of looking for some kids stuff, some characters. I'm gonna see if I can find some. And then if I see something I think you guys might like, I might grab that while I'm out there too. So I'm gonna put in the chat that I've gone to grab some fabric. So if anybody comes in, they're not like, "What's going on? Where'd she go?" Brown or tan florals. I think so. Well, I'm out there. I'll grab some if I see them. So I'll be right back. So these are like brown and black, tannish brown. And then I found some caterpillar. I'm gonna grab that real quick. I know it's probably not like the straight up characters that you're looking for, but especially if you're making a boy quilt, it's super cute. Let me get in here real quick. I really want to show you that quilt. So I grabbed a different, oop. See if it's, oh, am I in the wrong? Okay, so Indie Mom shared a quilt that she made. Here it is. So the blue that's in here, this she got me. This is what's that called? Woodland Walk, I think. Woodland Park. It was a ruby star fabric. Can't see it very well. But isn't that gorgeous? And she did straight line quilting on it, and look how straight her lines are. So let's go into these. These are Cloud 9. So Cloud 9 is organic cotton. Organic cotton. I went ahead and grabbed them. You don't quilt for other people, do you? Because if you do, I don't mind if you give a shout out because it was really that looked really good. Ooh, not sure how to fix that at this point. Am I breaking up for everybody else? Sometimes it just doesn't go the way I plan. Um, it is better. Good. Okay. Maybe I just left it, threw itself off. This is Cloud 9. The line is called Grassroots. And I know you were looking for flower, like tiny flowers. These aren't super tiny. See, this is my finger next to them. But these look so good together that I just couldn't. Just couldn't. This one, I don't know if you see, these are birds going one direction, the other. And I'm just going to run this. If anybody wants it, grab it. If not, we will look at some more. But I just like this line. I normally am not into quote brown, but it's not like super brown. It's actually more of a copper brown. But these flowers on black background, but they're coppery brown colored. So cute. And if anybody would like a yard of this, it's running now. It is Cloud 9, so it is an organic cotton. Melissa K, thank you. I'm going to run this one again in case somebody else wants to grab a yard. Fantastic. Got you for a yard as well. Thank you. And then I'm just going to run it again just to make sure I don't miss anybody. Because sometimes I start talking and then I miss people. And then this is the third one in the set. Actually, it's upside down. Oh yeah, she's directional. You know you love that. Now this one actually has the more of the brown background with the black. And this guy's running. It is Cloud 9. It is an organic cotton. And then, if anyone's into Caterpillar, we do have several Caterpillar fabrics, and we also have, it's not a real panel, it's a panel that makes like pillows. And it's actually called Vintage Caterpillar. So this blue one that I just laid down is like I'm going to call it a border print. And then we've got a lot of the Caterpillar yellow. We've got some in the blue with yellow. Here is the blue with black. And it's just got all the little Caterpillar words on it. But it is called Vintage Caterpillar. It's licensed. Let's see if I can get it to show here. And this one just has words kind of tossed on it for all of their different products. And this one, we're going to change the price. We're going to knock this one down to just $6 for the yard. See if you guys want to make a Caterpillar quilt. They're getting ready to come out with a new Caterpillar line. And so I would love it if you guys would take some of this to your house. So it's running now. You're going to get a full yard. Running the blue first, and then we'll go through some of the others and see if there's anything you'd like there. Okay, now this is the next one. It is a light blue, and then it's got the Caterpillar logos in their signature yellow. And that's running if anybody would like a yard of it. I do have a buy it now. So those of you who have like met the threshold of shipping and you want to get your money's worth, feel free to jump out there. We've got ribbon. I think there's some limited fabric out there. Few notions. There may even be a couple books. But if you've already got to free ship, go out there and see what else you can add on at a bargain. We do have some Joanne fabric bundles that I actually bought from Paintbrush Studios, who was Joanne's supplier. You get 6 fat quarters for $5. So head out there, see if there's anything you might want to add on. This is obviously Caterpillar yellow, and it's just the tossed logos. So if you know anyone who's a cat fan, I had a lady that came in here and bought this to use it to make keychain. She was doing like a little craft show, craft fair. And then here is the Caterpillar. I call it a border print. I'm not sure they're calling it that. But it is in the blue color instead of the yellow. Let me turn it this way so you can see. But it would make a great border because it's got all the different. And then we've got the pillows. So these are like fluffy pillow panels. I'm going to see if there's maybe a smaller picture. Junior crew at work. That's adorable. Caterpillar toys. Notice there's like I know what these are. There's a stop sign. Here's a construction sign. And then on the back side is the back side of the sign. And then it's got like the different little characters, the little caterpillar characters. They have little faces. I was hoping it had like up in the corner. Usually it has like you're going to get 4 of these, but it doesn't say. It does have instructions for making the stuffy. You just sew the seam, clip the curves, turn right side out, and stuff. whip stitch shut. Boy, those are some. Anyway, this looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items that you're gonna make like little stuffies out of, and they're all caterpillar themed. They're just so cute. Well, this one doesn't have a face. Just throwing me off. All the others had faces. Um, Gonna go ahead and run that. It's just $6 for the panel if anybody's looking for it. And is anybody else looking for anything? If not, I think I might go ahead and close it down today. We can probably go ahead and raid into somebody just because I think there's 8 of us in here. So that could be a nice raid for somebody. Thank you so much for purchasing today. I'm going to get the things that need to be cut. We'll get everything packed and it'll be shipped out. I usually drop it off on Monday mornings at the post office, so it should be on the way on Monday morning. I think everybody did their coupon, so that's good. And why is it not good? Oh, raid. Oh my God, I can't even read. Mega Rega. She's been to my shows before and bought from me. So let's go visit her. So Mega Rega, we're going to run over there. She's quilting, sewing, and fabric. So hopefully that's what she has in her show right now. Going to send us over there. Once again, thank you for your orders. They should hit the mail stream on Monday, along with tracking. So thank you again. And I hope everyone has a great rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.